here's how this scene from Season 3 was actually filmed behind the scene. And here's a scene from the other season. And that's just a few scenes from all the seasons, and I'll show you a few dozen scenes like that and show you how they were actually filmed. Just like in Season 1, where the team built their own little village from scratch for filming, Season 2 had something similar. The crew went all in again and created the whole studio, and that spinning platform scene. Yep, hardly any CGI there either. It was all crafted by the build team, and in the final cut it looked absolutely amazing. Here we also see several characters who won't be alone. In the final version, the green background will be filled with players digitally added to complete the scene. This was one of the toughest scenes for the actors, and also one where there were almost no special effects at all. Everything you see here was 100% real. Even the tug of war and the handcuffs they were wearing were actually there. In Season 3, there aren't as many behind-the-scenes clips as fans might hope, but here are a few that we've managed to find. Here we see 4 characters walking with a green screen behind them, and in the final version, that background will be replaced with a real-looking scene using CGI. Everyone remembers the final scene and the big fight, and again, barely any special effects were used. But how did they recreate the rain? Super simple. During the fight, the crew just poured water on them from above to make it feel more dramatic. When it came time to film the glass bridge explosion in Season 1, the team really went all out. And actually, there were no special effects used in that scene. Instead, they decided to build everything from scratch just to avoid relying on VFX. And honestly, it looked amazing. Sometimes real-life setups can look even cooler than CGI. There's also another behind-the-scenes moment from Season 3, where one of the players puts a coin into a vending machine. And once again, minimal special effects were used. CGI handled the rest. Some scenes also required the actors to have specific skills, like in this one, where he had to climb across the set just to get the perfect shot. That kind of thing actually takes quite a bit of coordination and effort. After filming the scene on the glass bridge, there was another cool behind-the-scenes moment. To shoot it, the actors had to agree to stand next to small real glass explosions. But even after that part was filmed, they still had to stay and finish the rest of the scene. In the final version, it looked absolutely amazing. When it came time to show the small village, a lot of people thought it was entirely created with visual effects. But that's not true at all. This was actually the set that took the most time to build. Every little detail you see in that scene was made by hand. One thing that really stands out is the work of the director, Hwang Dong-hyuk. By the way, I could say his name incorrect, so sorry for that. He was present at every shoot, diving into every detail and even testing things on himself, all to make sure the film felt as real and authentic as possible. And of course, not everything was as practical as it might seem. The movie definitely used some visual effects. As you can see, they were added in scenes where the builders simply couldn't do it all by hand. But still, everything looked super realistic in the end. In that super popular game, Red Light, Green Light, the room with all the players looks really packed, right? But what if I told you that instead of the 100 people it seems like there were, it was actually way more, around 500? Yep, and every single one of them was real. Even the bodies lying on the ground, which you'd think could be added with some editing, were actually real people too. The participants just had to lie there without moving the whole time. The crew even paid attention to really small details, like when player 456 falls, he actually lands pretty softly, and that was totally intentional. In Season 2, the actors also had a tough time. In this scene, we see one of the players get shot in the stomach and then fall and freeze so realistically. It just shows how skilled the actors really are. For some scenes, they even brought in a specialist to demonstrate self-defense techniques, both with and without weapons. And once again, every fall was done in the safest way possible for the actors. CGI, VFX, the work of the actors and the crew, all of it made each scene feel incredibly real. And now just imagine what's waiting for you on June 27th when it hits theaters. Let us know in the comments, will you be watching Season 3 on the big screen or staying home to stream it?